Today on the program, we have Dr. Gregory Jantz, author of Happy for the Rest of Your Life. He's the founder of The Center, which is a treatment center specializing in whole person care. Welcome again.
Oh, good, good. It's good to be with you again.
We've so enjoyed our talks with you.
Indeed. I hope you're not getting tired of it.
No, I like talking about happiness too.
Well, I do too.
Well, I like talking to you too, but.
Well, good. Well, that's because I'm happy. So, see, you like to talk to happy people, but that's what we'll be talking about is trying to, understand a little bit of this. Is that title achievable? I mean, can I just walk around with that nice smile on my face all the time?
Happy for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, is that achievable? I think we can live a lifestyle of joy and a blessed life. I think I can use the word happy with interchange that with blessed.
Blessed. Okay.
Because that's what it means.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm. But not everybody understands blessed for the rest of your life. But well, no, I don't want blessed is okay, but I'd like to be happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think, what do most people think happy means? I guess it is carefree in a sense, but it also, I think some people equate happiness with just constant gratification and bliss all the time.
Well, think about this. Did you have a happiness role model? Who taught you about being happy? Who was it? And you think some of us did, and people that really reflected really what we're going to talk about is the joy of the Lord and happiness, and really living the blessed life. But I get, as I said earlier, I get all the topics like depression, abuse, eating disorders, etc.
So this is a real breakout for you then.
You know what prompted this book? So often people say, I'm recovered now. Now what do I do?
I'm just not happy.
I'm recovered. What's next? It's like, well, you know what? It's really time. It's okay for you just to be happy now.
Be happy, yeah.
And why don't you be happy now for the rest of your life?
Right. Yeah.
And so
go on with it.
Yes. Yeah. And that's what I realized. People, that can live a life of recovery, but let's make sure happiness is in there. Let's make sure you're living a life of joy. Some people kind of get addicted to living okay, I've recovered, and I'm in recovery, and I'm doing these recovery groups, and that's all good.
Yeah.
But my whole life is recovery. Make sure that you're having some joy with it, too.
Just go beyond it, But I like that because, in the Amplified Bible, in the Matthew chapter 5,
Yes.
the Beatitudes, it says, blessed, happy in parentheses, and then it goes on.
Yeah.
So that is an awesome title. I like that because we are blessed if we're happy.
Can I be happy in this economy?
Yes. So happiness, here's what we got to do. Happiness cannot be attached to a situation or a circumstance.
That's good.
Okay? We can have difficult circumstances, but we don't want to give that the authority to rob me of my God-given happiness, God-given joy.
So in a way then, it's like I shouldn't let my anger at someone give them the authority to rob me of the joy of the Lord.
There you go.
And the way out of that's to forgive.
Yes.
So, okay, right.
So there are detours in our happiness, but we've got to keep focused on being happy.
Yes. And I know happiness makes people go, well, look, if I was happy, then people would think something's wrong with me. Look at all the misbeliefs around happiness. If I smile too much, people would think I'm crazy,
Yeah.
It's like people are almost worried about being too happy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But that's what happens. Here's what I like to do. As you recover and you've grown, you're going to keep filling up gratitude in your life. A natural outpouring of gratitude is joy and happiness.
Wow.
We like to be around those people. Okay? True happiness cannot be faked. Okay? Gratitude that springs forth from you, that brings joy, is something that we can give to others. Yeah. We love being around grateful people and joyful people.
Yeah.
We don't really like being around, people that have that spirit of blame and,
Negativism.
Yeah.
Although, some folks seem to gravitate to that. Some of these blog sites that are so poisonous and it's this constant barrage of what's wrong with everybody and everything.
The government and church.
Negativity will collect more negativity. Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Wow. What do you mean by spiritual map quest?
Oh,
like that.
spiritual map quest. Okay. Well, MapQuest tells us where to go, hopefully.
Yeah, if you program it right.
Yes. And you mentioned, Val, the Beatitude, or Matthew 5.
Yeah, the
Matthew
Beatitudes.
5 through
Yeah.
7, yes. And that really is my framework for a lot of that's in this book. And that is a part of our MapQuest is we're going to use the scriptures, we're going to use a different foundation. And people who are searching for happiness too often think I'm going to get this job, I'm going to have these kids, I'm going to get married, I'm going to acquire this. It's about acquiring. In fact, the old definition of happiness in the dictionary, the definition was about basically acquiring. And the new definition, and this is different now, says to be content. The word contentment was not in the first definition of happiness.
Interesting.
Really?
Yeah. So we've been taught that happiness is through acquiring. I get this, I get this position, I get this power, I get this money. And we all know, because people who have walked that go, what, it didn't work.
Right.
That's still self-absorption.
It's self-absorption, yes. And so my map quest is, for my happiness, I'm going to need to have the right guiding points and the right waypoints. And, if you look at the Beatitudes, blessed are those who mourn. It doesn't sound so fun, does it? But when we begin to break these out, we see there is a plan.
Yeah.
There's a God plan for happiness.
What about worry and anxiety?
Worry and anxiety is one of the detours.
One of the detours also.
Yes. Some people have learned how to worry. Now think of worry as a mental process. It's the what ifs. What ifs.
What if?
And you've learned to worry. Maybe and you even speak the language of worry. And I'm so worried that, and you're always speaking out of worry. Now, if you stay in worry, you can begin to move to the next step. The next step is anxiety. Anxiety is both mental and physical. If I'm anxious, I have a physiological response to it.
Okay.
Okay. And this this is where, again, I believe the enemy can have a stronghold. You get anxiety and fear in your life. It paralyzes you. So, the detour of worry. You learned worry. You learned how to do that. We need to relearn how not to be a worrier. What do we call it? Worry wart?
Yeah.
We have these.
Worry wart.
Yes. Yeah. But you learn that.
Yeah.
And you can unlearn that.
That's true. Because we probably learned it at home. I
Yeah.
think my mother was a worry wart, so I had to kind of learn
You
to
learned-
take authority over my mind.
Yes. 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 Exactly.
Absolutely. So,
Great stuff. We're going to be talking more with Dr. Jantz, but this is a good book. If you've wondered about happiness and wondered why you're not such a happy person or someone else isn't, happy for the rest of your life. This is offer BP 50. It's $24, and that includes shipping and handling. You can go on the Miracle Channel website, miraclechannel.ca, and get yourself or someone you care about a copy of this book. We'll be back in just a moment and talk more with Greg.
Coming up, how can we keep other people from affecting our happiness? Find out when The Bridge returns.